into First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. It's the Panthers and the Browns. Welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. Evil Dead has set the line. Cleveland -5. The over-under at 49. I like that line. I'm going to go with it. I know better than to go against Evil Dead. Cleveland will kick off. Kyle Larson will kick. The Panthers will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Stanton, a yard deep. Brings it out over the 20, 25. And Stanton out to the 28-yard line. Robert Stanton in his third year out of Austin Peay. Carolina's starting quarterback, Pat Warren, in his sixth year out of Vanderbilt. Panthers off to a rough start at 1-5. Currently in last place. Well, tied with the Redskins for last place in the NFC East. At least coming into this week, the Redskins have already lost. So the Redskins are now in last place. 1st and 10, Carolina from the 28-yard line. Overcast day here in Cleveland. 57 degrees at kickoff. On the banks of Lake Erie. Warren in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Warren back on first down, throws outside to Jones. Desmond Jones, the fourth-year tight end. And now the Panthers offense up front. Walters, Crawford, Alford, Beasley, and Saunders. And then it's Harris, Reese, Holt, Burton, and Aaron. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment there, Evil Dead. Ends up being no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at their own 28-yard line. A pass for 0 yards on first down. Burton in motion. Warren fakes the handoff, throws outside, incomplete. Let's take a look at the Cleveland defense. They play a 4-3. Cash, Nightingale, and Malone up front. The linebackers are Randolph, Harris, and Hunter, and the secondary. Dixon, Barnes, Williamson, and Gibson. Get over it already. There you go. I used to like the Browns in the 80s when they were really good. 3rd and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren back on 3rd down, looking downfield. He's got all day. Throws down the middle. Caught by Sebastian. Down the sideline. All the way down to the Cleveland 18-yard line. Patrick Sebastian, the second-year receiver out of Army. All the way down to the 18-yard line. Let's get the yardage on that one. 32 one way and 22 the other way. 54 yards on the reception. All the way down to the Cleveland 18-yard line. So the Panthers strike for a big gain on 3rd and 10. And they get the first down. Remember now, Cleveland, even though they're 3-3, they are the defending AFC champions. They were in the Super Bowl last season. They lost to Chicago. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Warren takes it himself, but that doesn't fool anybody. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, comes in and makes the tackle. In his 6th year out of Texas, the linebacker, a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. A design quarterback draw that blows up. And now 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Back at the Cleveland 21. Just underway, opening drive. Warren pump fakes. Hands off to Darryl Holt around the outside. And Holt down to the 17-yard line, a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. On the tackle, number 32, Antonio Gibson, the rookie out of Nebraska. And Darrell Holt, the running back, in his 5th year out of Tennessee. One of my Tennessee guys. 3rd and 9. Warren in the shotgun. Warren drops back. Throws to the end zone. Out of bounds. Incomplete. He was looking for Aaron, but he was way out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Panthers are going to have to kick a field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt by Chris Jackie in his 16th year out of Nebraska. There's the snap. Kick is up. Looks good. Is good. The Panthers take the opening drive, march down the field, and get a field goal. They take a 3-0 lead. 5:41 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Oh, Misty's asleep. Never mind. Misty's napping already. It's just past 6 o'clock here in Nashville, and she's napping. That's funny. So the Panthers lead at 3-0. Jackie will kick off. And there's the kick. Fielded by Willis, 2 yards deep, brings it out over the 20-25. And Willis brings it out to the 30-yard line. Stephen Willis, the rookie out of Notre Dame. First down, Cleveland. Their starting quarterback, Gary Montgomery, in his 9th year out of Texas. Led the Browns to the Super Bowl. The Browns won the AFC Central last season by 3 games. They ran away with it. And they blew through the playoffs. And then they got to the Super Bowl where they lost that defensive game to the Bears 10-3. The Browns come in at 3-3, trying to get above 500. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marlon Tubbs gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. The rookie out of Florida State. Here's the Cleveland offense. Up front, Thomas, Benjamin, Mack, Taylor, and Pinkston. And then it's Royal, Stewart, Tubbs, Spencer, and Randall. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. No gain on first down. Four receivers set wide for Cleveland on 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Montgomery will drop back. Steps up, throws deep downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Cole, overthrew him. And now let's take a look at the Panther defense. They play a 4-3. Johnson, Thomas, Peoples, and Palmer up front. Linebackers, Schuler, Redding, and Greer. And the secondary, Smith, Perkins, Clayton, and Banks. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. That stupid detector going off again in the background. I'm going to shoot that thing. 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Montgomery drops back. He hauls it deep. Caught. No, incomplete. Terry Randall down the sideline as Montgomery threw it deep. Incomplete. The Browns go 3 and out. He was well covered by number 22, Darius Banks. You thought that was yours going off? It's got a fresh battery in it and everything, and it just, at random, just goes off. The Browns go 3 and out. Now Kyle Larson will come in to punt. Gets the punt away. Be fielded by Burden at the 15-yard line. And number 81, Chris Burden, in his second year out of Savannah State, out to the 23-yard line. I'm not going to touch that one. But you're right. So both teams have had the ball once. The Panthers lead it 3-0. And now Carolina, this will be their second possession of the game, starting at the 23-yard line, up 3-0. Week 7 from Cleveland. What do some people call it? The mistake on the lake. Cleveland's not that bad. Warren in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Warren hands off to Darrell Holt. And Holt, 4 yards out to the 27-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. On the tackle, Marcus Sparks, the fourth-year linebacker out of Florida. Spent 3 years with Pittsburgh, now in his first year with Cleveland. 2nd and 6 for the Panthers at their own 27. Warren in the shotgun. Holt up the middle. And Darrell Holt to the 31. A gain of another 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Marcus Sparks on the tackle again for the Browns. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Panthers up 3-0. It'll be 3rd and 2. Warren in the shotgun. Warren going to take it himself, and Marcus Sparks is right there for the tackle. A loss of 3 yards back to the 28-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Panthers. As Sparks nails Pat Warren in the backfield. Another design quarterback draw that goes nowhere for Cleveland. And now Brady Morris back to punt. Gets the punt away. Excuse me. Fielded by Royal at the 20-yard line over the 30. And James Royal brings it out to the 32-yard line. First down, Cleveland. Royal in his 8th year out of North Carolina. Browns will start from their own 32-yard line, still down 3-0. 3:26 left to play here in the first quarter. Doubleheader today on this Easter Sunday. We've got the Vikings at the Bears from Soldier Field after this. 4 receivers spread wide. Montgomery in the gun on 1st and 10. Montgomery looking, throws outside. Did he catch it in bounds? Yes. Corey Spencer, the tight end, a 3-yard gain. The 5th-year tight end out of North Carolina. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Browns from their own 35 with 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Throws outside to Tubbs down the sideline. And Marlon Tubbs very close to the marker out to the 42-yard line. He's going to be just short. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and inches. Marion Tubbs is his name, the rookie out of Florida State. Their first-round draft pick. The running back. The Browns lost 2 running backs during the offseason to retirement. So they went out and got themselves a brand new running back. 3rd and inches from the 42-yard line. Montgomery hands off to Tubbs again. He's got the first down across midfield to the 45-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a Cleveland first down for Marion Tubbs. Making the tackle, number 36, Michael Perkins, the 3rd-year safety out of Minnesota. We're late in the first quarter. Carolina leads Cleveland 3-0. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. 1st and 10 Cleveland from the Panther 45. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery to Tubbs up the middle again. Nice run by Tubbs down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10. Another Cleveland first down. You can see why they really liked Marion Tubbs out of Florida State, why they drafted him in the first round. He's kind of short and stocky, but fast and powerful. He's got a nice combination of speed and power. 1st and 10 for the 35. Here's that unorthodox formation. Montgomery in the gun. Hands off to Tubbs. And that only gets them a couple of yards. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Montre Peoples on the tackle in his 3rd year out of Ohio for Carolina. 1:25 in counting here in the 1st quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Browns at the Carolina 32-yard line. Montgomery will drop back, throws underneath to Cole. Nick Cole, the rookie out of Utah. That'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Out of all the teams that have been in the league since 70, who has played each other the least? All the teams that have been in the league since 1970. Oh, since 70. Let me think about that one. 3rd and 3. Montgomery to Stewart. And Stewart, no gain. On the tackle, Ray Thomas in his 8th year out of South Florida. It'll be 4th and 2. So it'd have to be one of the 26 teams that were around in 1970. So that gets rid of teams like Jacksonville and Houston. Which 2 teams have played each other the least amount of times since 1970? Okay, I think I know. 4th and 2 from the 27-yard line. Scott Taylor, the rookie out of LSU. This will be from 44 yards, and it's good. And the Browns have tied it up. With 19 seconds left. The least amount of times. Here's what I'm tempted to say. Now, this is not my final answer yet, but I'm tempted to say the Dolphins and the Giants. And the reason is they played for the first time in 72. They didn't play again until I think it was 90. I think it's the Dolphins and the Giants, to be honest with you. Larson will kick off. Fielded by Stanton to the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. And Stanton to the 31-yard line. Okay, so if it's not Miami and the Giants, and I think Miami and the Giants have only played each other like 6 times total. Again, you said since 1970. So that's only 26 of the 32 teams, because the other 6 came along later. Let me think about that one. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren back. Throws inside to Harris. Down to the 39-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Panthers and Browns tied at 3 here at Chapman Sports. And welcome back to First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The Panthers and the Browns are tied at 3. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Carolina from their own 39-yard line as we start quarter number 2. The trivia question that Evil Dead has posed: of the teams that have been around since 1970, and there's only 26 of them, which 2 have played each other the least? Holt on 2nd and 3, 4 yards to the 43-yard line, 1st down, Carolina. Which 2 teams have played each other the least? The least. That's very close with that answer. Right. First and 10 from the 43. Panthers in the offset I. Warren hands off to Holt. And Holt gets out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 to be 2nd and 9. So these two teams have only played each other 10 times. This would have to be an interconference matchup. They've only played each other 9 times. And I trust this is an interconference matchup. 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line. Warren to Holt. And Darryl Holt out to the 47. Dolphins, Giants 10 times. So humor me on this one. It is an interconference matchup, all right? 3rd and 6 from the 47-yard line. Then I'm going to go with the Steelers and Giants then. On 3rd and 6, Warren in the gun. Warren back. Warren looking, throws underneath to the 50-yard line. Be shy of the first down. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 3 from midfield, and Carolina's going to have to punt. Well, you said I was close with the Giants and Dolphins, so I figure it's half right. Brady Morris will come in to punt for Carolina. Morris gets the punt away. Eagles and Chiefs. There you go. Into the end zone. Touchback. So Cleveland will start from their own 20-yard line. We're tied at 3 here in the second quarter with 6:04 left to play. Here in the first half. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. That is a hard one. That's a tough one. So Cleveland comes out. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Montgomery, play action. Looking, throws, got hit as he threw. Spencer wide open down the sideline for 26 yards. Corey Spencer, the 5th-year tight end out of North Carolina. And he was wide open. First down, Browns. Jenkins finally made the tackle for Carolina, but not before a 26-yard gain. I mean, he was wide open. I know that the Texans have never beaten the Eagles. They're like 0-6 or 0-7 or something like that. I saw that one the other day. Yep. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. For the Browns, Montgomery will drop back. Throws, gets it out to Washington. And he gets out to the 49-yard line. Sean Washington, the 3rd-year tight end out of LSU. Trey Schuler, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 8th year out of Oregon. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. 5:19 left in the first half. Panthers and Browns tied at 3. Yep, Phillies won all 6. On 2nd and 7 from the 49-yard line. Least popular NFL team? Well, in here it's Houston. 2nd and 7. Montgomery to Spencer. 2 yards to the Carolina 49-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Least popular NFL team. Wow. Oh, was I right with Houston? 3rd and 7 from the own 49-yard line. Montgomery looking, throws downfield, caught by Spencer, all the way down to the 35. A 16-yard gain by Corey Spencer. First down, Cleveland. Y'all basically made me get rid of Houston. Y'all didn't like them. Not that I was a big fan either. So the Browns have worked it down to the Carolina 35-yard line. 1st and 10. 4:35 and counting. Here's that weird formation for the Browns. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs gets the first down. 13 yards to the 22-yard line. Another Cleveland first down. They are a boring organization. They really should be the Oilers. I think if they were the Oilers and had their colors, they would be better received. But the stupid Titans won't let that go. That's why I hate the Titans. That's one of the reasons, even though I live in Nashville, I don't like the Titans at all. 1st and 10 from the 22. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Montgomery throws to Mueller all the way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 17 yards and a Cleveland first down. Mike Mueller, the second-year tight end out of Michigan. I used to like the Oilers when they were in Houston. I used to root for them. I thought they were cool. I thought they had some of the best uniforms in the league, too, at the time. But now, I don't like them at all. I hate the Titans. The uniforms are stupid. 1st and goal from the 5. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery to Tubbs. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown run by Marion Tubbs, the rookie out of Florida State. And the Browns take a 9-3 lead. Evil Dead has taken the Browns in this one. And the Browns take the lead for the first time. Oh, yeah. Their uniforms back in the day were great. Especially in the 90s, 80s and 90s. Their uniforms were outstanding. And now Scott Taylor, the rookie out of LSU, for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Browns lead at 10-3. 3:28 left to play. Here in the first half, live from First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio, Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. Cleveland trying to get above 500 for the first time this season. Carolina just trying to do something. Panthers having a rough season so far. Still 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the half. What team has the most fans? Probably one of these three. Probably either the Packers, Steelers, or Cowboys. One of those three. There's the kick out. Or the Giants. Over the 20, 25, 30. Cowboys, yeah. And you know why? You know why that is? It's because people who don't know anything about football automatically like the Cowboys. And that just irritates the fire out of me. 1st and 10 for Carolina. I won't go that far. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for Carolina with 3:23 left to play here in the first half. Look, when Tom Landry was there, I used to love the Cowboys when I was a kid, but not anymore. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren hands off to Holt. And Holt down to the 36-yard line. The least amount of fans, the Texans, right? A gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the first half. Cleveland up 10-3. The Jags. Oh, that makes sense. 2nd and 8. Warren back. Warren throws to Harris. And Harris out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 5. Make it a gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Ike Harris on the reception. In his 15th year out of Pittsburgh. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 at the 41-yard line. Well, they need to get out of Jacksonville. 3 receivers to the far side. Warren in the gun. Warren to Holt up the middle. He's got the first down. And Darryl Holt all the way down to the 44-yard line. A 15-yard gain by Darryl Holt in his 5th year out of Tennessee. First down, Panthers. Carolina trying to tie the game up. I would move the Jaguars to St. Louis because the NFL has screwed over the St. Louis city twice. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Warren to Holt up the middle inside the 40. And we hit the 2-minute warning as the Browns lead it by a score of 10-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio, Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Happy Easter to everybody. The Browns lead the Panthers 10-3. Both teams have 3 timeouts. 2nd and inches from the Cleveland 34-yard line. Warren drops back. Warren throws to Sebastian down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 1 and a Panther first down. It'll be a long time before St. Louis gets an NFL team again. But St. Louis got screwed over by 2 bad owners. It's really not the league's fault. Well, indirectly it is. But Bidwell and Kroenke just screwed over the city. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun on 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Warren takes the snap. Looking. Throws underneath to Harris. And Ike Harris out to the 21-yard line. A gain of 12. Another Panther first down. 1:12 and counting here in the first half. The Panthers are in field goal range, but they're thinking touchdown. What the Jaguars should do, though, is if the Bears move out of Chicago and go to Auburn Hills, the suburb where the racetrack is, and build a new stadium, the Jags ought to come to Chicago and take over Soldier Field. Chicago's big enough for 2 football teams. Under a minute to play. Warren in the gun. Here in the first half. Warren back. Throws. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock will stop with 51 seconds left in the half. Browns lead it 10-3. On 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun. Warren will drop back. Looking underneath Sebastian to the 19-yard line. They take a timeout. With 45 seconds left in the half, it'll bring up 3rd and 8. Carolina has worked it down to the Cleveland 19-yard line. We have the Vikings and the Bears after this. We'll be in Chicago for that one. NFC Central matchup. It'll be a rematch. The 2 teams played a couple of weeks ago. Chicago won the first game up in Minnesota. 3rd and 8 from the 19-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren will drop back. Scans the field, throws outside, incomplete. Just threw it away. Couldn't find a receiver. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Panthers will have to settle for 3. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt by Chris Jackie to make it a 4-point game. The kick is up, and it's good. The Browns' lead is now 10-6 with 36 seconds left here in the first half. Name the state and league of the 4 major sports that have 3 teams. The Giants and Jets don't count. Well, there are some cities that have all 4. Are you talking like that they have both all the football, baseball, basketball, and hockey? Is that what you mean? That they have all 4? Here's the kickoff by Jackie. Fielded by Willis at the 1-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Stephen Willis, the rookie out of Notre Dame, out to the 30-yard line. Oh, one sport has 3 teams in one state. One sport with 3 teams in one state. Well, Florida's 1. California's 2. Let me think about the third one. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Montgomery to Tubbs. Three teams in one state. A gain of 2 will bring up 2nd and 8. No state has more than 3 NFL teams. Carolina and Florida both have 3. We'll think about that as we hit close to halftime. They're going to let the clock run out. We go to half. Browns lead the Panthers 10-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. Cleveland leads at 10-6 as we start the second half. A doubleheader today on this Easter Sunday. Great to have you along. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. We'll have the Vikings and the Bears from Chicago after this one. Cleveland trying to get above 500, trying to keep pace with the Steelers and the Bengals in the AFC Central. Jackie will kick off for the Panthers. The Browns will get the ball first. Fielded by Royal, 2 yards deep, brings it out over the 20, 25, and James Royal out to the 29-yard line. First down, Cleveland. Cleveland kind of dominated the first half, even though they only have 10 points to show for it. And now Cleveland will get the ball first with a chance to take a 2-possession lead on this drive. Want to wish everybody a happy Easter. I'm sure Evil Dead wishes everybody a happy Easter too. Misty would, but she's asleep over here. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery to Tubbs up the middle, and Marion Tubbs all the way out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. I thought you meant across all sports. Somebody get me a pistol. I need to shoot that thing. 2nd and 1 from the 38-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Tubbs gets hit in the backfield. A 2-yard loss back to the 36-yard line. Making the tackle, number 53, Lawrence Timmons, the former Steeler, in his 12th year out of Florida State. Timmons spent 11 years with Pittsburgh, now in his first year with Carolina. If you can hear it on my microphone, yes, it's loud. I'm using a microphone that picks up the room, so that's kind of why. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Montgomery to Tubbs. And Tubbs is not going to get there. No gain. On the tackle, number 97, Ray Thomas. In his 8th year out of South Florida. That'll bring up 4th down. So the Browns go 3 and out. They'll have to punt here on the opening drive of the second half. Low-scoring, tight game. Cleveland up 10-6 here in the third quarter. Not like that high-scoring game yesterday between Miami and Tampa Bay. Kyle Larson back to punt. Fielded by Burden at the 12-yard line. Chris Burden brings it out to the 28-yard line. The second-year receiver out of Savannah State. First down, Panthers. Well, Carolina, they can take the lead on this drive if they get a touchdown. Pat Warren, the 6th-year quarterback out of Vanderbilt, will lead the offense on a cool, overcast day in Cleveland. A lot of the games this week have been overcast. The next game will not be. We got nice weather in Chicago. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren to Holt. And Holt all the way out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 for Darryl Holt. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. The 5th-year back out of Tennessee, Darryl Holt. Carroll Harris on the tackle, along with number 28, David Williamson, the free safety. It'll be 2nd and short for the Panthers. This will be a good down to throw a pass. Panthers come out in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Holt, and Holt goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. Peyton Cash, number 96, on the tackle in his 6th year out of Virginia Tech. A loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Peyton Cash, the defensive end for the Brownies. If you weren't with us at the beginning, Evil Dead has set the line. He's got the Browns by 5, I believe. They're up by 4 at the moment. Warren in the gun on 3rd and 3. Warren to Holt up the middle. He's got the first down. Darryl Holt to the 45-yard line, a gain of 9. In a Carolina first down. By 5. That's okay. That's what I thought. First down, Panthers. David Williamson on the tackle, the 2nd-year free safety out of Georgia Tech, along with Peyton Cash. First down, Carolina. They have a nice drive going here. First and 10, Panthers from their own 45. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Burton in motion. Warren hands off to Holt. And Holt just gets 2 yards out to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Marcus Sparks, the linebacker, on the tackle. 4:40 and counting. Here in the third quarter, Panthers in the I formation on 2nd down. Holt up the middle, and Holt gets 2 yards out to the 49. Make it a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. Carroll Harris on the tackle, number 71 for Cleveland. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Vikings and Bears up after this. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the gun on 3rd and 7. Warren drops back. Diving catch by Burton out to the 37-yard line. That's the tight end, Rusty Burton, another Vanderbilt player in his second year out of Vanderbilt. First down, Carolina. The Panthers have a lot of Vanderbilt players, I've noticed. Warren, the quarterback. Burton there, the tight end. Desmond Jones, another tight end from Vanderbilt. 1st and 10 Panthers from the Cleveland 37-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren to Holt, and Holt gets stood up. No gain. On the tackle, Terrence Knighton, the 10th year defensive tackle out of Temple, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Third quarter clock winding down. 3:15 and counting here in the third. Browns lead at 10-6. That was the score at halftime. Warren to Reese this time. DeMarco Reese to the 30-yard line. A gain of 7 for DeMarco Reese, the 4th year back out of Wisconsin. And that will bring up 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Antonio Gibson on the tackle for Cleveland. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for Carolina at the Cleveland 30-yard line. They're in field goal range. Under 3 minutes left now in the third quarter. 4 receivers set wide. Warren takes the snap, throws outside, incomplete. He missed his target, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Panthers, once again, are going to have to settle for 3. Chris Jackie will come on. This will be a 47-yard attempt to make it a 1-point ball game. There's the snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. He nails it from 47. So the Browns' lead is now 10-9 with 2:37 left to play here in the third quarter. We're live from First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-5 Panthers, the 3-3 Browns. I hope everybody had a nice Easter Sunday. We went out to eat after church this morning. I had myself a turkey club sandwich. It was good. Jackie will kick off. Fielded by Willis at the 1-yard line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Willis breaks away. A flag is down. They're not going to catch him. 102 yards by Stephen Willis if it stands. If it stands. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back. It is. Casey Beck. And that cost the Browns a touchdown. They'll bring it all the way back to the 23-yard line. Stephen Willis, the rookie out of Notre Dame, he went 102 yards, but in typical Browns fashion, a penalty. And now Cleveland will start at their own 23-yard line. No touchdown. Browns in the I formation on 1st and 10. Montgomery to Tubbs. And Marion Tubbs just a yard out to the 24-yard line. On the tackle, number 95, Montre Peoples for Carolina. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Get the flashlight on. Your flashlight's on. On 2nd and 10 from the 24, Montgomery to Tubbs. And Tubbs is going to lose 2 yards back to the 22-yard line. Make it a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11. On the tackle, Lawrence Timmons for Carolina. flashlights on. It is right in my eyes. It'll be 3rd and 11. A minute 35 and counting. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery looking, throws outside, nearly picked off. That would have been a pick six. Michael Perkins, the third-year safety out of Minnesota, knocks it down. The Browns go 3 and out, and they're going to have to punt. And now the Panthers with a chance to take the lead. Kyle Larson back to punt, gets the punt away for Cleveland. Fielded by Burden at the 27. He's promptly tackled right away. Edgar Ross making the tackle. It'll be first down, Carolina, at their own 27-yard line. A minute 20 left to play here in the third quarter. I would like to say this has been a scintillating, exciting game. It's been rather pedestrian, to be honest with you. But not every game is high scoring. Cleveland leads at 10-9. First down, Carolina from their own 27. In the I formation, or actually in the shotgun, with 3 backs. Warren to Holt. And Holt gets out to the 28, a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Marcus Sparks on the tackle for Cleveland. Sometimes you get exciting games, sometimes you don't. 3 receivers to the near side. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Warren in the gun. Warren back, throws down the middle, and it's knocked down by Marcus Sparks once again. The linebacker, he's everywhere. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. .50 seconds left here in the third quarter. 3rd and 9 for Carolina at their own 28-yard line. 4 receivers spread wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. He's going to throw it deep. And Sebastian, he comes down with it. Patrick Sebastian at the 16-yard line. A 56-yard catch by Patrick Sebastian, the second-year receiver out of Army, spinning in the air as he brought it down. Warren just threw it up there for grabs, and somehow Sebastian came down with it at the Cleveland 16-yard line. And now the Panthers are in field goal range. They can retake the lead. Warren to Darrell Holt. And Holt down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And that should be, the last play of the third quarter. It will. At the end of 3, the Browns lead at 10-9 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The Browns at 3 and 3, the Panthers at 1 and 5. Cleveland leads at 10-9 as we start the fourth quarter. But the Panthers have the ball at the Cleveland 14-yard line, 2nd and 8. The Panthers are in field goal range. They can take the lead with a field goal, but you know they're thinking touchdown. Panthers come out in the offset I. Warren, hands off, no, play action looking. Throws to the end zone, Burton, touchdown, Carolina. Rusty Burton, the tight end in the back of the end zone, in his second year out of Vanderbilt. A 14-yard touchdown catch. And Carolina takes the lead for the first time, 15-10. And now the Panthers will go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. So the Browns, they let the Panthers kind of hang around, and it's bit them in the butt. They want to take a second look at this. It looked to me like he got in. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, he got both feet in. He's got him right there. 2 feet. 3 feet. That's a good catch. That one will stand. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. It stands. It's a good touchdown. And the Panthers take a 15-10 lead. And now Carolina will go for 2. Panthers come out in the I formation. Warren to Holt, and Holt's not going to get there. Making the tackle, number 57, Alvin Hunter, the fifth-year linebacker out of UTEP. It remains a 5-point lead for the Panthers, 15-10. 7:55 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're live from First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio, Week 7, here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the Vikings and the Bears coming up next. It's Easter Sunday. I knew the crowd would be off today. Usually Sunday's a really good day for streaming, but it's a holiday. But that's all right. Jackie will kick off for the Panthers. Fielded by Willis, about 4 yards deep. He takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 Cleveland at the 25-yard line. I was thinking about doing games early this afternoon, but being Easter, I said I'll wait until the evening time. So the Browns, down by 5, will start at their own 25-yard line. They have plenty of time, but they need a touchdown. They're down by 5. Montgomery in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Montgomery will drop back. Throws underneath to Corey Spencer. Out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 into Cleveland. Well, nope, not a first down. I'm sorry. It'll be 2nd and 1. I got ahead of myself. 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down from their own 34-yard line, the Browns in the I formation. Montgomery to Tubbs, and Marion Tubbs, no gain. On the tackle, number 57, that's Evan Greer, the 6th-year linebacker out of Oregon State. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Browns. Coming up on 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Carolina with a 5-point lead. Browns in the I formation again. Montgomery, play action, throws, gets it out to Mueller. And Mueller, a gain of 6 for Mike Mueller, the tight end, in his 2nd year out of Michigan. 1st down, Cleveland. That'll move the chains. Yesterday we were talking about the colleges that are most represented in these rosters here. What college do you think only has one player? It's the only one that has one player on these rosters. Let's see if you can tell me. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery back. Montgomery rolling out, and he's going to get sacked back at the 36-yard line. Making the sack in a roundabout way is Curtis Johnson, the 12th-year defensive end out of Georgia. On my current rosters, there is a college that is only represented once. Kick and Uncle is in the room. Do you know what college that is? The University of Miami is the most represented college on these rosters. What college only has one player? Kick and Uncle rooting for the Dogs. He means the Browns. Nope, there's actually two from Coastal Carolina. There's another one. 2nd and 14. Montgomery under center. Montgomery drives back. Dumps it off to Tubbs, and he can't hold on. Incomplete. I'll give you a hint. It's an East Coast college. Nope, not Yale. There's nobody from Yale at all at the moment. There's 5 Harvards, believe it or not. 3rd and 14 from the 36-yard line. I was counting it up the other day. The Bulldogs, no. Bulldogs have a bunch. 3rd and 14, Montgomery back. Throws deep down the sideline. Caught by Griffin, no, incomplete. Broken up by number 22, Darius Banks. The intended receiver was Terry Griffin, the rookie out of North Dakota. North Dakota's got 3, by the way. Princeton, no, they have 2. It's not an Ivy League school. Nope, Columbia has 2. Larson back to punt. Fielded by Burden at the 12-yard line over the 20, out to the 22-yard line. It's an East Coast school, but it's not an Ivy League school. Nope, not Fordham. They don't have any at the moment. Not Auburn. They have a bunch. East Coast. Northeast. Let's go Northeast, but not Ivy League. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Carolina takes over up by 5 with 5:33 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Cleveland, they need to get a stop to get back in this. Their offense hasn't done squat since halftime. Warren hands off to Holt around the outside, and Darryl Holt to the 23, a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. It's not a Division I school, and it's up in the Northeast. They only have 1 player on the league in my current roster. 2nd and 9 from the 23-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren throws to Holt down the sideline. Darryl Holt's got a first down out to the 38, a 15-yard gain. First down, Carolina. No, Ohio State's got a bunch. Northeast. All right, we'll narrow it down. Nope, American doesn't have any. Not Penn. Penn actually has 3. Think New England states. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, not Pittsburgh. And it's not Division I. 1st and 10 from the 38. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Holt across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 14 yards, another Carolina first down. Panthers just eating up yardage. Think of the states that make up the New England states. It's one of those. It's not Maine. It's not Merrimack. They don't have any at the moment. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 48. Warren to Holt. And Holt again down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 5. The Panthers eating up yardage and eating up time. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Cleveland 43-yard line. Rhode Island, there you go. Kick and Uncle got it. Rhode Island, they have 1 player. That's it. 2nd and 5 from the 43. Even Delaware has 2. 2nd and 5. Warren looking, throws underneath to Burton. And Rusty Burton down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 10. Another Carolina first down. I was curious. About a week ago, I went through all the rosters and counted up colleges. Yeah, it's an awful question. There's a lot of schools with 2. There's a bunch of schools with 2. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Warren in the gun. Warren looking, throws downfield, wide open. Sebastian, touchdown, Carolina. A 33-yard touchdown catch by Patrick Sebastian. And the Panthers take a 2-possession lead, 21-10 over the Browns. And the way the Cleveland offense has played since halftime, that may be enough for Carolina. The Panthers have shut out the Browns here in the second half. Chris Jackie for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Panthers lead it by 12, 22-10 with 2:47 left. Here in the fourth quarter, a 2-touchdown lead. And a Cleveland offense that has done nothing here in the second half. It was interesting when I was going through the rosters. Teams like South Dakota, they have 2. North Dakota State has 2. Wyoming has 3. It was really interesting, all these small schools that are represented. Nobody from Yale or Columbia at the moment. Harvard has like 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hawaii has 7. But the University of Miami has the most. $2:47 left. Panthers up by 12. Jackie will kick off. The Browns, they have to score twice in less than 3 minutes. Royal from the 2-yard line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Royal out to the 31-yard line. James Royal, the 8th-year receiver out of North Carolina. We have the Vikings and the Bears coming up after this. 2:42 left to play. The Browns have not scored since midway through the second quarter. The Panthers have scored 16 unanswered points to take a 22-10 lead. Gary Montgomery, the quarterback, on 1st and 10. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, rolls out, throws underneath, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10, and that'll stop the clock with 2:39 left. Carolina at 1-5, they really need to get a win, and it looks like they may get one today. We'll take a look at who these teams play next week, right after this play. On 2nd and 10 from the 31, Montgomery throws outside. It's caught by Cole down the sideline, all the way down to the Carolina 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain to Nick Cole, the rookie out of Utah. First down, Browns. Next week, looking at the schedule, Carolina will host Atlanta, and Cleveland will host the Cowboys next week. Looking through Carolina's schedule so far, they're 1-5. I'm looking for the only team they beat. I can't remember offhand. They lost to Dallas in week 1. 1st and 10 Cleveland for the 45-yard line. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Montgomery throws incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:04 left. In week 2, that's when the Panthers won. They beat Indianapolis in overtime, 37-31. So the Panthers have lost 5 in a row coming into this one. Happy Easter to you too. They're kicking uncle. 2nd and 10 from the Carolina 45. Montgomery back. Montgomery incomplete. Got hit as he threw. 2-minute warning. Panthers up 22-10 here at Jammin' Sports. back to First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio, Week 7, here at Jammin' Sports. The Panthers trying to pull off the mild upset. They lead at 22-10. A game the Browns really need to win to keep pace in the AFC Central. 4 receivers set wide on 3rd and 10 from the Panther 45. Montgomery back. Montgomery in trouble, gets sacked. Back at the 46-yard line. A loss of 9. It'll be 4th and 19. Browns in the hurry up. The Boo Birds are out in Cleveland. As the receivers quickly get back. 1:40 left. Montgomery in the gun. 4th and 19. Montgomery back. Montgomery is going to get sacked. It'll be a turnover on downs. Evan Greer making the sack for Carolina. Carolina will get the ball back. That was 4th down, and they get the sack. And now the Browns are going to have to start using timeouts. The Browns played pretty well in the first half. They took a 10-6 lead at halftime. But it's been all Carolina here in the second half. Pat Warren comes out. There's his numbers on the day. Not bad. 1:33 left. Carolina looking to wrap this up. The Browns will start using their timeouts. Minnesota and Chicago up next. Out at Soldier Field in Chicago. In the I formation.
Let's go. 3-19.
Warren hands off to Darryl Holt up the middle, and Holt dives forward for the first down, and Cleveland takes a timeout. They have 2 left. That's a big first down. 11-yard carry by Darryl Holt. And now Cleveland only has 2 timeouts left. They can use it on 1st and 2nd down, but not 3rd. If the Panthers get one more first down, this one's over. It's pretty much over already, to be honest with you. Sorry, Evil Dead, the Browns did not come through for you today. They failed to show up in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Panthers in the I formation. Warren, play action. Looking, in trouble, he gets sacked. Back at the 41-yard line, Cleveland takes their second timeout. A loss of 10 yards. Collusion. Yes, collusion. It'll bring up 2nd and 20. By the way, I don't know if you saw, I played a hockey game earlier today. The Philadelphia Flyers are now 6-0. They beat Montreal 4-2. I don't know if you saw that. It's in the video section. Those Flyers, surprisingly, 6-0. 2nd and 20 now for the Panthers at the Cleveland 41-yard line. 1:22 left. In the offset I. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt, he's had big holes all day. And Cleveland takes their final timeout. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13. You saw the final score? Good. So 1:16 left. Cleveland's out of timeouts. If the Panthers don't get a first down, they'll probably kick a field goal to take a 15-point lead. Vikings and Bears will be up next about 5 to 10 minutes after this one's over on this Easter Sunday. Taking a break from baseball today. We'll get back to it tomorrow. 3rd and 13. Warren to Holt up the middle, and Holt down to the 31, a gain of 3. It'll be 4th down. Antonio Barnes on the tackle. The Panthers will let the clock run down as far as they can go. And the Panthers, this will be a 48-yard field goal for Chris Jackie. He's connected from 46 and 47, now from 48. The kick is up, and that one looks good. It is. The Panthers take a 15-point lead, 25-10 with 30 seconds left. The Boo Birds descend down here in Cleveland. Brown fans are not happy. What else is new? Cleveland's going to drop to 3-4. The Panthers will go to 2-5. Just their second win of the season. Go Dogs. Not today. The Dogs have been impounded. Chris Jackie will kick off. Panthers up 25-10. There's the kick. Fielded by Willis at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. Brings it out to the 28-yard line. 26 seconds left. First down Browns at their own 28. Browns are out of timeouts. Stephen Willis on the return, the rookie out of Notre Dame. What can Cleveland do? They're down by 15 with 26 seconds. No timeouts. They have to go 72 yards for one touchdown. 4 receivers set wide. Montgomery in the gun. Montgomery back. Throws deep downfield. Incomplete. He was looking for James Royal. It was broken up by Darius Banks. 21 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Browns. That's really all they can do. Throw it deep and hope for the best. 3 receivers to the near side. Montgomery in the shotgun. Montgomery fakes the handoff like that's going to fool somebody. Throws, and it's picked off by Smith. He brings it back. Dwayne Smith, the defensive back, on the interception, number 24. In his 5th year out of Clemson, picks it off at the 42-yard line, and that'll be it. One more snap and we're done. And the Panthers will score the mild upset. James Royal, the intended receiver. That ball was short. Vikings and Bears up next. Oh my. We'll be in Chicago for that one. We'll go from the shores of Lake Erie to the shores of Lake Michigan. Panthers come out in the victory formation with 14 seconds left. Warren takes a knee. And that will do it. Your final score, Carolina 25, Cleveland 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports as the Panthers go to 2-5 and the Browns drop to 3-4. Vikings and Bears up next. We'll see you then.